This is Learning Curves and Coffee, where we skip the perfection, spill the real, and talk parenting, teaching, and personal growth over a hot cup. I'm Ivory, a mother, edupreneur, and your caffeinated co-pilot through the meltdowns, meetings, and magical moments. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in per usual. I always appreciate it. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I want to jump right in because I have been thinking about this a lot when I'm talking with parents, coaching parents. I'm always emphasizing taking time out for yourself. And oftentimes the feedback or the response is, what time? I don't have the time. Like, that time is not a thing for me right now. And so then my counter response is like, you really have to create the time. You have to remove something from your schedule that is less of a priority than your personal growth and your mental health. With nothing should be more of a priority than that. But if it is, think that, we always put other things before ourselves. That's how we've been conditioned. Choose one or two things to shift and then put yourself in place of that. And so it got me to thinking about my daily routine and the times that I find for myself. Having time to myself is crucial for me to be able to step back and engage with my son and engage with my work and build my business and be the things for other people. And so one of the things that I do is I truly utilize my mornings to its highest capacity. I wake up about 2 hours before Khalil, if not more than that. I know that that's not feasible for everybody. Everybody's not a morning person, but it is something that brings me joy. And so I wanted to share some things that I do and talk about it in practice so that parents can sort of see what it looks like and perhaps take some of those practices and infuse it into your own daily routine and lifestyle. And so I'll be completely honest and transparent. I have not always been this way. When I first started out, when I first became a mother, first of all, everything revolved around Khalil. Like, there was no schedule. You all know, you respond to the baby's calendar, and so everything was off kilter. And I was being a mom, and I was learning how to be a mom. But when he got to more of a school age and he had more of a routine, I was able to step back and think about, okay, Khalil needs to be on the bus stop at 8:30. That means I need to get him up at 7:30, and then that means in order for me to be ready to like engage with him between 7:30 and 8:30 to make sure he is good and ready to go and have a good day at school, that means I need to get up at 5 so I can have 2 hours to myself. Like, those are the things that is what I counter in my head as a way to maximize my day. And so what I am learning and what I have embraced is that a morning routine isn't about luxury or ease. It's about leadership and intentionality. It's the one part of the day where you can shape the energy of the day instead of reacting to it. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of everything that happens around you, truly. It's the one part of the day where you can shape the energy. You can react. You can respond instead of react. You can create instead of feeling like things are happening to you, right? Because once the world wakes up, your kids, your email, your Slack, your guilt about running out of bread when your child has wants toast, I should say, that did happen to me this morning, um, then the time is no longer yours, because now you're thinking about everyone else and their response and how you need to respond to everyone else. And so the morning is, for me, my shot to pour into myself before I start pouring into others. Now, listen, I used to think that morning routines belong to people who run marathons and are very disciplined and who wake up at 4 a.m. and work out and meditate and are very regimented, which I am not. I'm working on creating a little bit more discipline in my life, but I never was that type of person. My morning routine starts honestly with quiet time, silence. I like to observe my thoughts. It can sitting in the bathroom for a little longer, taking a little bit more time on my skincare routine and, checking in on myself and shifting my energy if maybe I woke up not feeling my best, or leaning into my energy if I woke up feeling really good. And you know what? Those 10 minutes really do impact the rest of my day. Being intentional about the process of making my coffee, right, is really important to me. I love my frother, and I love to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in my coffee. And those little things remind me that I matter too, that I am not a mule, I am not a maid, I am not only a caregiver. I am a woman, I am an individual, I am someone who deserves to experience life as well, absent of serving others. And this is not because um, I am feeling as if there isn't opportunity there, and this is not a selfish act. It is truly preparing yourself for the day. I read about this in my parent playbook, that rest doesn't always look like rest. Sometimes it looks like quiet rebellion. And I don't see this as rebellion, but oftentimes because we've been conditioned to do for others before we do for ourselves, then sure, it's rebellious to put myself first. And so I'm leaning into that. So I want to bring in some science behind this so that you understand it. It's just not me saying it, that others also say that this is actually beneficial to the survival and thriving of parenthood. So according to the research from the University of Nottingham, your willpower, the actual neurological resource, is strongest in the morning. Willpower is strongest in the morning, and it decreases about 20% every hour as the day goes by. I feel that, and I'm a testament to that. So what that means, that if you're going to build habits, build them early. If you want emotional regulation, the morning gives you a head start. If your day keeps knocking you around, a routine gives you that anchor. Like if you know that your day, first of all, also it's important to step back and kind of look at. I operate with a calendar. Even for those who don't have busy days, mapping out your day is essential, and mornings can be used for that as well. And so morning routines have been shown to increase productivity by 40%. Again, if you map out your day, it reduces stress. Again, if you know what you want your day to look like and you set it up that way, and it improves emotional regulation and decision making, because you realize that you are in control and you know what to expect from your day. And so basically the data says it too. If your morning feels chaotic, your day is going to be hard as well. And so ask yourself a couple of questions. This is the discovery phase of our discovery, acceptance, and embracing framework. Notice what drains you before 9 a.m. Is it the rushing? Is it the yelling? Is it the multitasking that makes you feel like every part of your brain is all over the place? I've been there. Is it your child's meltdown because the transitions are complicated, or they're not getting their way, or something has triggered them? Is it your phone ambushing you with overnight emergencies? Honey, I will put my phone on Do Not Disturb until there's time for a meeting. I recommend the same for you, but do an assessment, discover what it is that's impacting you and drains you in the morning. Write those things down so that you can think about ways to fix them. You can't fix anything that you cannot identify or name. And then in terms of the acceptance piece, your routine doesn't have to be pretty. It is designed to create ease, right? And this is where a lot of people tap out. We think our morning routine has to be like Instagram worthy, something you can like record and post online. And listen, your routine doesn't need to have all things Zen, eucalyptus streams, and Himalayan salt lamps, which I do have, but that's not required. You don't need 60-minute rituals. You need a consistent, repeatable, sustainable, gentle, realistic routine. 5 minutes done consistently is more powerful than 45 minutes done twice a month. I'm going to say that again. 5 minutes done consistently is more powerful than 45 minutes done twice a month. So whatever that is, if that's sitting in silence, just do it 5 minutes a day. That's it. Embracing, build around you your energy, not aesthetics. Okay? I mean, aesthetics also influence energy. It is relational, but energy is most important. Morning routines are not about a vibe, which is essential. It's more so about boundaries. And so choosing things that refuel you, not things that may be impressive to the imaginary person that you know are trying to impress, right? I talk about this in my parent playbook that your routine isn't about performing wellness. It's not performative at all. It's about practicing habits that will sustain you long term. So here are some practical tools that you can incorporate to help you move from a place in the morning of chaos to calm, if you will. Start with stillness, 2 minutes, just breathe. Observe your thoughts with no judgment. Number two, move your body. It doesn't have to be a workout, a stretch. A stretch is key. You know, maybe a little bit of a sway, movement of the head. Um, I often engage in like these 30-day challenges of like 10 minutes stretch and movement, and they've been incredible for me. Fuel with intention. Water first before coffee is highly recommended. You all know I love me some coffee, but water wakes up your organs without, you know, without overwhelming your body in the morning. And so first thing I do is take a sip of water, a couple of sips before I drink coffee. Coffee is the celebration. Coffee is like the thing. Water is the preparation. Set 3 micro goals. Just 3 small ones, not a to-do list. Micro goals like what I'm going to do today to make my day feel successful. I'm going to respond to this email. I'm going to load the dishwasher. I'm going to actually take a real lunch break. I'm not going to work and eat. I'm going to shut down my computer. I'm going to eat my lunch and focus on that, right? Those are small wins, and like set an intention for that in the morning. And then lastly, protect your peace. Like I highly recommend no phone the first 10 minutes if you can. We have a habit as a society of rolling over and looking at our phones. I'm guilty of that too. But if you can, it's highly recommended that your phone not even be in your room. I'm certainly moving towards that. But secondly, not engaging with your phone or touching your phone the first 10 minutes. Like if you need to, once the alarm goes off, sit there and have that quiet moment for those 10 minutes before you look at your phone, right? That you would be surprised. It will shift your energy for the day. So, in closing, morning routines don't have to be pretty. They don't have to be clean and serene. They don't have to be long. They just have to be yours They have to work for you, and they should set you up for clarity and calm as much as possible. So when you start your day with intention and stop letting chaos write the story, allowing distractions to distract you, you get to reclaim at least one moment of the day that belongs to you. We know raising children, and especially raising children who are autistic, that most of our day does not always belong to us. You deserve to have a moment throughout your moments, but if you are in the beginning of this journey, a moment that belongs to you. A routine isn't just about productivity, it's about peace of mind. That's the primary way you're going to thrive on this journey. And it's also about choosing alignment, right? Like what works for me. So that's where that discovery piece comes in there, where you are assessing how your mornings usually work and what does work and what doesn't work. And then lastly, giving yourself the grace to begin again every single time, every single morning. This is not a destination, it is a marathon. So tomorrow morning, before the world comes knocking at your door, choose you first. Choose stillness, choose to breathe, choose to ground yourself, observe your thoughts, stretch your body, drink some water, because you deserve a version of you that isn't just running on fumes. Until next time, take care of yourself. Bye. This is Learning Curves and Coffee.